Friends, hi, hello, how are you? Welcome back to the Curvy E Chronicles. My name's Courtney and I'm so glad you found your way to my little corner of the internet. Friends, it is time for our October monthly budget. Holy crap, we're in the last quarter of the year. Where's the time gone? Okay, fam, so we're starting on this side of the budget sheet, like always. It is October. Holy smokes. Goals for the month. We might actually, no, we're just gonna do to-dos. I haven't done this for a while, but I'm finally feeling good, and also I have a lot of crap to get done before baby girl gets here. So we're gonna wash and organize baby girl's baby clothes. We got some really great clothes for our baby shower. I also have to go through and see what are some things that we are still kind of missing. So that's on the to-do list. Get missing items. Also on the to-do list is I have to get kids costumes. I don't know what Claire says. She wants to be a wolf, and then Clayton says he wants to be a chicken, which I find highly hilarious. We're gonna I think I'm gonna wait one more week, really solidify what they want to be, and we'll order costumes. I looked at the consignment sale for those kind of costumes and couldn't find any. There were a ton of costumes to choose from, but not what the kids wanted. So we're gonna go with this. What else is on the to-do list? Oh, winterize. This first weekend, winterize outside. This first weekend of the month, we have honestly the next so I have basically 7 weeks left of this pregnancy, and it is busy. It is plumb full. There's stuff going on, not necessarily for me, but it's hunting season, and my husband's an avid outdoorsman, so we have 2, 3, 4 weekends of crazy, and then we go into November and it turns even crazier, and it's just one thing after another. So I said this coming weekend is our get shit done. So anyway, let's jump over to the budget, what you're really here for. I'll quit rambling. But positive note, the month of October is a magic month for us. So for anyone that does not know, a magic month for us, so my husband gets paid weekly. So we normally budget off of 4 paychecks in a month because he typically gets 4. And then every once in a while he does get a 5 paycheck month, which we call a magic month because there's extra money coming in, which is great. The other thing is, my husband is a union electrician. We are a single income family of 4, soon to be 5. And yeah, the other thing is once baby girl gets here, income's going to look a little different. We do live in Washington State. So we do have, my husband will get paid paternity leave, which is amazing. We just kind of have to see, I don't know what that's going to equate out to. So things will look different for December, January, February. But for right now, this is what we're working with. So we're going to be looking at, and I know some of these numbers are going to change because he's planning to take some time off, but he's planning to use his PTO. He doesn't really have a lot of PTO. It's sick leave hours he gets. He's planning to use some of that to cover the 1 or 2 days he's going to take. So I'm just going to budget based on what a normal paycheck would be, because typically when he takes his PTO, we end up just getting a little bit more. So I know this is safe. So we're looking at $10,100-250. That's going to be a good month, friends. I am excited about that. So let's dive down here into our bills and see what we got. So we are, I think that's the right pen. Is it the right pen? No, it's not. I have the wrong pen. The wrong color pen. Okay, our rent is very cheap. We know it is $600. Our power bill for this month, we are budgeting $135. Our car insurance is up to $260, which is disgusting. Life insurance is $110. I tried to see if this would go any lower, but so we go through a broker, and they can go, which is really nice because they can go through and see if any other company will give us any other discounts or anything. And we've been with the same insurance company for our cars for, I don't know, probably 12, 13 years at this point, and that's still the best rate we can get. But that covers all 4 of our, 3 vehicles and our camper, so we're doing it. My car, we're going to do $400. We have a loan to my mom, $200. Dues, we pay $55 a month. We have to pay my husband's union dues. We pay him every 3 months. So I set aside $55 every month. Garbage is $40 every other. So it's $80 every other month, but we put aside $40 each month. Our internet, which is our Starlink, is $165. Yes, it's expensive, but it is literally the only internet we can get. Our Amazon Prime, I set aside $15 a month for that. Netflix is up to $20 a month. My Canva is $13. Apple Music is my husband's, $12. We have storage for $1 and then storage for $3. And then I just got a notice that our Hulu's going up, which is Hulu, Disney Plus, ESPN, Discovery. Like, it's the whole bundle. But they said it's going up. I'm going to put 26. I think that should cover it. I can't remember. I know it's going up like $1 from what it was. So, we're going to budget that in just to cover like the taxes and everything. We'll see. We'll end up finding out. Hopefully, I'll get my crap together and film a closeout for the month of October. I have said I would do that for September, August, July, and June, and that hasn't happened. So, we're going to work on this. All right, jumping down to our gas and our Costco. Gas, we are going to end up doing $1,000 for the month. I put aside $200 a week. Yes, it's a lot, but included in my husband's paychecks is per diem to cover his gas, because right now where he's driving, it's expensive, and we live in Washington State, and our gas is currently the nation's highest, which is absolutely freaking disgusting, but yeah. It's, don't even get me started. I don't, we're just not going to talk about it. So anyway, $200 a week. Majority of that is for my husband because he does drive an hour and a half each way to work. He does have a commuter car, which is great. Saves us, but still, it's expensive. And then Costco, we're going to do $625. We do $125 a week, and I'm going to keep that going because I'm now purchasing school snacks, so I try to pick up an extra box of a few of the safe things. They have to be like specific allergen-free snacks to take to school, so I'm going to keep that $125 a week because that basically covers everything. So yeah. All right, let me add up this real quick. And then I'll come back. I still don't have adding tape for my calculator, so you're not going to get to watch me add it. I'm going to pause, and then I'll come back so that we can confirm numbers. All right, BRB. Okay, so we are looking at 4 bills. We're looking at $36.80. And that, so up here, these are our month ahead bills. So everything in purple is month ahead. And then the blue is just what we set aside for those two things each week. They just fit better over here. So we are a month ahead, which this equates to $2,055, and we set aside $2,200 every year. Good gravy, every month. So anything over, basically the extra that's in there is to cover any overages and bills. Typically I budget over anyways, so we should be good to go. And then I just leave the extra in our buffer to cover, right now it's been covering like baby items and the little miscellaneous doctor's appointments. I've gotten some miscellaneous bills here and there that are under like $50 that I've just been using from our buffer to cover. So total for bills $36.80. That includes gas and Costco. So that is going to leave us with $6,570 for the month. We will come back to debt in a moment. We're going to jump over here And then we're going to kind of see, actually, no, we are going to come down here. So you'll notice a new debt. I'm not thrilled about it, but it had to happen. We had, I think, if you've watched any of my recent, I think last week was the only week I've posted videos in a while. If you've watched my cash chefing or my savings challenge Sunday, you know we had to get a new fridge. We did not get it from Home Depot, but the other thing that happened was in order to get the new fridge in the house, we had to replace our front door. Now, someone's going to say, but you rent your house. Doesn't your landlord pay for that kind of stuff? The answer is no. You see how cheap my rent is. Okay? I don't bite the hand that feeds me. We have lived here for 9 years. Our goal is to buy the house we live in from our landlord, who is an old farmer. Essentially, it is just a waiting game. We have had to replace and do other things in the past. We fully accept that because of how cheap our rent is. And this is why we save for things. However, I was not planning on replacing a fridge or a door. And it seemed like a good idea to take out a Home Depot card, because it was not one we have. Now, you can fight with me all you want. We're planning to pay off this statement before we get it. But here's the deal. We want to buy this house and either fix it up or build. Essentially, we want to build our dream home. So I figure having a Home Depot card is going to be a smart choice to have in the long run. So we do have to put, I'm going to say, I think it's like $750 after all is said and done with new door. Mind you, this is really cheap for a new outside French door handle, and all of the like materials to put in said door. Okay? So, I don't really care if you disagree with my decision. We're going to pay it off before there's any interest, and then we have that in case of when, we eventually go to build our house, because we want to do it ourselves. So, anyway, $750 is going to go to the Home Depot card. That will pay it off. That means we will be fully set. We'll be fully prepared. I know it's not the wisest decision in some people's minds, but it is a wise decision in my mind, long term. So, anyway, moving on. We'll come back to the city card because I don't really know what I want to do there yet. Groceries, because we have some savings to get back to. Groceries is going to be $500. We're going to keep with $100 a week. We've been doing pretty good with that. I'm actually been having some leftover, which is fantastic. So I want to keep going with that. Cody will end up with $150 for the month. He gets $30 a week. Let's see, eating out. I don't have a whole lot going. Like, we have stuff going on this month, but nothing crazy. I think we're going to go with $50 and see how that works out. And then miscellaneous is going to be $125 for the month. So let's add that up really quick and see what we've got left. So that's a total of $825. And actually, we're not going to know what we have left. So we're just going to jump down to our sinking funds. Okay, so we are adding in a couple of our sinking funds to get back to. Household and personal care needs some more cushioning. I did have to buy new smoke detectors and CO2 alarms because I learned a very valuable lesson. Didn't know this, but apparently they're only good for 10 years. And the ones we had in our house were 10 years old. And when the ones we had, when they turned 10 years old, they double beep. Instead of just like the regular beep, like, hey, battery's dead. No, these ones double beep to say, hey, I'm expired. So we need to beef this up. We're just going to do $5 a week in each of these. So $25 in household and $25 in personal care, which is great. We don't need a whole lot, but just to put some back into there. The other thing is I think we're getting low on a few. I need some new hand soap for the house, and personal care we've been doing pretty good, but I have a feeling we're like gonna get low on shampoo and stuff. Anyway, clothing, we are gonna do 10 a week. We want to get 50 in there. I did end up spending quite a bit when I went to the consignment sale between baby girl and the kids. I think it was like $100, and I got the kids, was it that much? I think it was less than that. Less than $100, and I got them 7 new pairs of shoes, which I think is pretty dang good. And they're used, but that's 2 sets of rain boots, both of which are character and very nice brand. Clayton got a pair of Mickey Mouse tennis shoes. Claire got a pair of brand new shoes to wear around the house. Clayton got Paw Patrol slippers. Claire got a new pair of cowboy boots. And she got some new school shoes for school that are in a bigger size from ones that she's had that she really likes, that she's kind of worn out. So I think they were Cat and Jack. So in less than $100, we got all of those. I'm not going to complain. Family fun. I think we're also going to do 10 a week in that one. We are going to have some different things come up for the month of October, so I want to keep that. Nothing super crazy, but still, I like having that in there because I'm finding it's, there's more school stuff that pops up here and there, so it's nice to have. Gifts, we're going to keep with the 10 a week, so I keep ahead on that one. So far, we haven't had any birthday parties to go to, but I have a feeling that's coming soon. And then birthdays, I want to at least get, let's see, where am I at with that one? I'm going to put $100 in there. Might seem like a lot, but I feel like we just need to get it beefed up because I don't know what paternity leave is going to look like for Cody and how that's going to affect our finances. And I just want to make sure that we're well ahead so that we can cover Claire's birthday and Clayton's birthday. And then, I mean, Cody's falls in there, but just do something a little bit for him. So yeah, that's what we're going to look like there. Pets is going to be, hold on, 40 times 5. Is that 200? It is. 200. Outdoor projects is going to be 50. We'll keep that 10 a week. I like that. Nails is going to be the 75. Wax is going to be 60. And this is actually going to be the last month I stuffed that for a little while because I'm only going one more time before baby girl gets here, and then I have to wait. So we should be solid there. And then hair is going to get 100 because I have one more hair appointment, and I'm thinking I might do something kind of fun. Might see, Haley might kill me, my hair gal, but I might have her put in some red highlights. We'll see. I guess it's lowlights. I haven't had red hair in a very long time. And I don't want to like go all over red because that's expansive and it's hard to maintain, but I think it'd be fun to just put in some like copper undertones. We'll see. We'll see if she thinks I'm totally crazy or if she's all for it. Chances are she might think I'm totally batshit crazy and tell me no, but that's fine. I trust her. Okay, so propane. I want to put 1,000 into propane, and then emergency, we need to pay back 1,000. We had to, like I said, get our new fridge. Thank goodness for emergency funds. We pulled 1,000 out of there, so I want to put 1,000 back in there, and then I want to put 1,000 into propane. And that should, so if I put another 1,000 into propane, that is enough for us to have our propane cost for filling it for the fall, winter, and then filling it one more time. Usually we have to fill it like right around end of January, beginning of February, just depending upon how cold the winter gets. So that is something I don't have to worry about, and that should give us plenty to fill it both times, and then I'll have extra. I'm hoping to have extra, but then I will feel more comfortable knowing that that's where we're at. So let's total this up, and let's see what we have left to go to like our city card and our challenges. Okay, I paused you and we're back. The power of editing. So here's what we're looking at. So after I kind of ran the numbers, and I think I got everything in there. We'll run it again, obviously, at the end. Here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put one more thing in here. We're going to put baby, because I know I'm going to have to do some more stuff for baby. So we're going to do 200 for baby. We are going to do $10 for challenges, which we all know that's not how that's going to work out, but it's fine. And then we're going to do $2,000 to the city card. That, I think, is going to equate us out. Because I know I'm going to need stuff for Little Miss Baby Girl. When we get home, you know, there's always that inevitable, like, Amazon order that you make where you're like, for those that have had kids with the power of Amazon's 2-day delivery, or we're lucky enough that it's same-day delivery now sometimes. So, yeah, I think that looks like a good budget. So, real quick, I'm going to add this up. So, we are looking at $27.50 for debt. So, 60 So that gives us $38.20 for the rest of up here. And then minus the $8.25 is $29.95. And let's add this up and see if that equals $29.95 if I did my math right. BRB. All right, on the money, $22.95 or $29.95. $29.95. Which means we should have a zero-based budget. I will do the final little closeout calculations down here. Obviously, this is, so, and I didn't say this in the beginning because I always forget. We are weekly budgeters hard and fast. I do a monthly budget to just make sure we're meeting our goals and like things we want to do and making sure that like the numbers pan out. Because in the past I didn't do that, and I noticed I'd just get in a rut and then we'd kind of forget about things. So my hope with this is that we actually make our goals happen. That's the whole point. So this is just a guide. All that to say is this is just a guideline. This is not a, this is what our budget will be. This is simply a, this is what I would love to happen. But you know, life and things happen. We had to do a new fridge. So that didn't work out in my favor, which is totally fine. So last month's closeout, which I didn't post, maybe I'll try and get that together and show it to you guys, hopefully, maybe, because I need a couple filming ideas for the rest of the month, if you guys really want to see it. But anyway, yeah, it didn't work out the way we thought. So that, I mean, shit happens. Things happen. So let's do one final calculation. I will let you see the calendar or calculator while I do this. Whoa. Look at that, zero-based budget. That looks pretty good, my friends. So yeah, we'll see if we can make this goal happen. I am hopeful I'll be able to do an October closeout, but I'm going to be honest with you guys. We are getting into crunch time for baby girl. I have, like I said, 7 weeks left, and I am trying to cram in so many things between now and the end of the year. We have our pumpkin patch visit. We have Halloween. The kids have dentist appointments. Cody has a dentist appointment. I have doctor's appointments that are about to start to be super frequent. I have a final hair appointment, nail appointment, final wax appointment. All of these things that are coming up so quickly. It's hunting season. There feels like there's a lot to do, but I'm trying to really take advantage of the time I have home. I have 2 days a week where I am home by myself, and that's where I do some of my filming and work on some things. So anyway, friends, I appreciate you hanging out with me. If you enjoyed today's October monthly budget with me for our magic month, give it a thumbs up. If you want to keep hanging out, hit that subscribe button. And guys, I appreciate you so much hanging out with me. I can't say thank you enough for all of your love and support and kindness and being here, even though this year has been wild and wonky and crazy. Hopefully once baby girl gets here and I can kind of find a rhythm and a move and a groove, we will be back to some more like regularly scheduled content. I think 2026 we're gonna see a whole revamp on just how I'm doing my schedule and all of those things. Anyway, as long as everything goes well and according to plan, that's what we're looking at. So, friends, I appreciate you so much. If you enjoyed, like I said, thumbs up, hit that subscribe, and until next time, remember to spread kindness like glitter. Bye, y'all.